Alright guys, SpiderVideo89 here, back with another video, and this is the Spider-Man PS4 video. This is a DC fanboy's opinion on this game. Now I do just want to make one thing perfectly clear. I don't dislike Marvel. I am a Marvel fan as well, but I prefer DC. I've got no dislike against them, no hatred for them or anything like that. I am a massive Spider-Man himself fan as well as a Stan Lee fan. Shout out to Stan Lee, who died in the past week as well. He'll definitely be missed. So in regards to this game, I have played it through to completion. I've gained the platinum trophy on it. I won't be playing the DLC for this game, not because I don't think it's worth it, just because I've got other games that I want to get round to. Those of you that watch the channel update will know what I'm talking about. Now, I didn't get this game on release. I actually borrowed it off a friend of mine who already played it through to completion again, the platinum trophy as well. I wasn't going to purchase this game at all. I was going to wait for it to drop in price and then get around to playing it. The initial problem I had with this game is watching the gameplay. It seemed a lot like the Batman Arkham Games. The combat, for instance, looked like it was ripped straight out of the Batman Arkham Games. However, having now played the game, I can confirm that it's much more than that. It's not a rip-off of a Batman game. It's its own game, and I have definitely enjoyed playing it. So in regards to this game, anticipation was very high for this, hype was massive for this, and I had a big concern because of the amount of hype that was in this game. It could actually flop and become a really bad game. Games that spring to mind are games like No Man's Sky, so that had a massive amount of hype behind it, and when it came out it wasn't the game that everyone was expecting, and a lot of people were disappointed. Obviously that's now gone on to become a very good game thanks to modern day gaming patches and the like that have been added to that game. But back to Spider-Man PS4, as I say, the hype was massive with this game. I myself did like the look of the game, but it wasn't the one that I was going to go out and buy straight away on release day, shell out 50 quid for. As I say, a friend of mine did that. He played it through, he got the platinum trophy, and he offered to lend us the game to see what I would think of it. Now, one thing that stands out with this game for me that I think makes it a success is it's not tied to the movies. And I don't mean that in a bad way. The movies are fantastic. The movies are absolutely fantastic. But tie-in games often aren't very good, usually because they're rushed to get them out at the same time as the movie. They're often an afterthought, and the best sort of licensed video games are the ones that aren't tied to a movie, that aren't tied to a TV series, where they're just released in their own way. Now what it looks like they're going for is creating the Marvel gaming universe, which will be absolutely fantastic. Obviously Marvel themselves are geniuses at creating shared universes. We all know what the MCU is, and we all enjoy the MCU. So I sort of see things coming down the line where we'll get like a big Avengers game. I know EA has been talking about that for a long time. Whether or not we'll actually ever see that, I don't know. But we'll get a big Avengers game. You'll start to get things like Thor getting his own game that's actually decent. You'll start to get other characters getting their own game. Maybe Venom will be added into this as well, and he'll be added into the Marvel gaming universe as well, which would be decent to see. Now, graphically, this game is stunning. The graphics are absolutely fantastic. Now, I don't have a PS4 Pro. I have a normal PS4. I did play this with the HDR feature on, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I'm sure it looks even better in 4K. Sound-wise, one thing that did get a little bit niggly with this, it felt like there was only one song in the soundtrack. I'm sure there wasn't. I'm sure there was more. But it just felt constantly like there was the one song in the background that was from the movies. And it's just like that was the only song I heard. I'm sure there was more songs than that on the actual soundtrack, but that did become a little bit annoying for us. Now, we all remember Spider-Man 2, I'm sure, on the PS2, the Xbox original, and I think it was on the GameCube as well. Now, the web slinging in that was what made that game, because the web slinging was so precise, so on par, exactly where it needed to be. It made the game brilliant. And me going into this game, a big concern was, will they get the web slinging right? And they absolutely did. The web slinging is second to none. It took me a little while to get used to it. At first I was like, I don't like this web slinging. I was actually telling a friend I borrowed it off, like, no, I can't get away with the web slinging. But once I played it for a little bit, it was absolutely fantastic. It made perfect sense. He moved around with utter freedom, and he wasn't hard to control at all. So the web slinging is definitely on point and exactly where it needs to be. Story wise, the game has a fantastic story. It's absolutely worth playing through and concentrating on the story, because it's definitely a good tale, if you like. The only thing in regards to getting the actual platinum trophy is it can get a little bit niggly, some of the stuff you've got to do. I mean, you've got to go out and collect like backpacks, you've got to go out and take some photographs, you've got to clear off so many crimes in each district, different types of crime as well, which is a little bit niggly, but not too bad. If you do them as the pop-up, like do the bags and the photos and everything as the pop-up, it's not too bad. You sort of see them as a collectible, because in every sense of the word that's what they are. But I suppose the question becomes, is it different enough from the Batman games? Yes, as I said earlier, it's an absolutely different game. The combat's a little bit similar, but Spidey's own movement, Spidey's own fighting style is there in the game. They haven't ripped that out of Batman Arkham. I think the fighting is its own sort of fighting style. It's definitely got elements of the Batman Arkham fighting, but it's got its own spin, if you like. It's definitely its own individual fighting system. Now, should you go out and buy this game? Now, the game's dropped in price from its release price. Obviously, it's been out a while now. Now, it was a polished game when it came out. It has had a few patches just to get rid of the odd thing here and there. I didn't experience any major glitches when I was playing this. There was one point where I got stuck on a wall and I had to restart the game. But that was the only issue I had, and I'm sure that's been fixed now, absolutely fixed. Should you rush out and buy it? Yeah, you should go out and buy this game. Now, if you go out and buy it and you're a trophy hunter and you're aiming to go for the platinum, as I say, there are a few little niggly bits that you're going to have to do, a few little collectibles you're going to have to go and pick out, but it's an enjoyable experience while you do it. The story's well worth it, so if you just want to go out, grab the game, play the story through to completion, and that's it, done, trade it in, pop it on your shelf, whatever, I'd absolutely recommend you do that as well. If I was going to say, should you just play this to completion, or should you finish the whole game, get the platinum trophy, I would do that. The platinum's achievable, it's a great game, it's an enjoyable game, and it's the start of something massive for Marvel and for Sony. This shared gaming universe is going to be huge, and it's going to be something we're talking about in the same vein as the MCU itself. Obviously, gaming isn't as big as movies and the like, so it won't be as big as that, but to us gamers, it'll absolutely be on the same scale. So if you can, nip out, grab this game and plat it. Thanks very much for your time, and I'll catch you in the next one.